Welcome back to Design with Miyoshi. We're going to make the hood of the semi-full or semi-kids toy, wooden toy.
But first, I want to thank Northwest Technical Products for sponsoring this video. If you are part of an educational institution in Washington, Alaska, Oregon, Idaho, or Montana, contact Northwest Technical Products for all your SolidWorks and other technical needs. Thanks, Andrew, and all the crew at Northwest Technical Products. We'll make a part, of course, and we're going to go to sketch. I'm going to make this in the front plane. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a line. And this line, I'm going to start from the origin and just make it forward. Then I'll right click and end chain. And let's make a line from the origin straight up. And we'll make it let's make it about here. So I'll click there. All right, I'll select in that guy. Oh, one more line. And let's go from here up. And then we'll make right click and select, and then we're good. All right, so we are going to smart dimension. And this dimension is going to be 1 inch. And this dimension is going to be 1/2 inch. And this dimension is going to be 2 inches. Okay. And then we're going to make this guy. Oops, I don't want that. Let's just grab this guy. Oh, this guy. There we go. Grab this guy, and we'll make this guy. Let's make it 0.5 also. All right, so we've got this figure. Now what I want to do is I want to make a curve that goes from here to here. But it's not just any curve. I want to make what's called a spline. So here's a spline. And there's several different splines you can make. We're just going to make a spline. And all I'm going to do is grab this point and this point. Now, one thing about splines is you get to kind of determine how they look. So if I right click and select, notice it just looks like a line. Well, I'm going to do something more to that. If you see these handles, these are called handles. And this handle here tells you how this, how the arc is related to that line. So it's really, if I want to make that guy, this guy just tells the angle. And if I want to make that guy collinear to this guy, I believe I can do that. Let's see if I can. Add relation between the spline handle and this guy. And we want to make them, oh, I don't like it. All right. I thought I could make them collinear. So we'll instead just drag this guy until it gets to, no, we want it to be 0. Let's see. Oh, over here, if you notice, I could change the angle. Let's change the angle to 0. Or we can change it to horizontal. Let's make it horizontal. That would be better. Okay. Now, the arrow or the dot here, if we grab that, that tells us how much it influences that. So I know I can't move it up and down, but this is the influence, if you will, of that guy. Now, I could do the same thing here, but I don't really want to make this vertical. That does not, I mean, that could be nice. But I think I want to make it about 45. So that makes it a nice hard angle there. So I'll grab that handle, and let's make it minus 45. And then we have it. Now again, if I grab this point, I can tell the influence that it's going to make. The thing about splines, lots of people like to make splines with lots of different points, and you don't really want to do that. Less is more in this case. The more you have, the harder it is to control oftentimes. So what you want to do is make a few points and change these influences and the angles. There we go. And you know what? Let's just make this guy vertical. And let's change the influence to be quite a bit less. So it's something more like that. Now, you can tell I didn't really mention that. I suppose I could. Let me try. I've never tried it actually. If I grab that point and the point there, nope, it doesn't like it. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it that way. And that's kind of the way splines really are. You just kind of decide what kind of influence you want by dragging that point. Okay, now once we're done with that, we'll go to features, extrude boss space. And I'm not going to do a blind, I want to do a midplane. And we're going to do this guy 4.5, so I'll do 4 space 1.5. And that is the hood of my semi. So hit OK. And then let's go to the bottom. And we're going to put some holes here. And let's go ahead and let's do the hole wizard one more time. That's always kind of fun. I can find it again. There we go, hole wizard. And I'm just going to make the cut, the holes. And we're going to do the same thing we did before. 1/4 inch, half inch diameter, 1/4 inch depth positions. Let's grab the bottom face. And then let's look at the bottom face. And then we'll just, ooh, those are big. Maybe we want these to be smaller holes. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So I can go ahead and go back to type. And let's make these guys quarter. Here we go, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch. And you could use these other, these number 30, those are machine screws usually. 3/16, 1/4. So we'll go 1/4 and 1/4 inch deep. And go to positions. Grab the face again. That looks better. We'll put it there, and there, and there, and there. Doesn't really matter, right? We can always add relations. So we'll grab these guys, make them horizontal. Oops, I got too many things. Let's go ahead and control these, that. Too many selected. Grab that, make those two horizontal. Grab these two, make them horizontal. This one and this one, make them vertical. And grab this one and this one. Oops, wrong thing. Grab the face, right click on the face and delete it. And we'll make those guys vertical as well. Okay, then let's go ahead and smart dimension from the edge to the center. Let's make that 1/2 inch. And if I'm in the modeling, I call the shift and use the mouse as a button. Oops, looks like that guy does zooming. If I hold the control and the mouse button, it should pan. There we go. I get those confused. So the control, middle mouse, wheel is a mouse button. That pans it. Okay, so we'll do that dimension. We'll do the horizontal from that edge to that edge. Same thing. We'll do 1/2 inch there. We'll do from the edge to the edge, 1/2 inch there as well. And from the edge to the center again there vertically, 1/2 inch there as well. Okay, there we have it. Just hit the OK for our hole wizard. And now we have 1/4 inch holes for the edge so we can put this guy together. All right, so we'll save this guy. And this is semi hood. Hit save. And of course, we're going to make the drawing. So we'll go drawing from part. Landscape A. And then again, let's go to drawing, model view, next, multiple views. Let's do top, right, and the auxiliary or the perspective view. And I'm going to go ahead and keep this as the front view because it's got more detail than the top. So we'll go down, we'll make sure we have headlines, and we'll go from there. All right, move this guy up just a touch. I really don't need the right view, so let's actually just delete it. Or we can delete the top. Nah, let's delete the top instead. All right, so I did Control to get rid of that view, bring it back. Oh, and I'll just delete that view. I click on it. Oops, come on. Click on the one view and hit the delete button. Hit OK or yes. All right, and let's just kind of move this out of the way a little bit. Now, since I have only 2 views, let's go ahead and make it a little bit bigger. So actually, let's change, let's put dimensions in, and then we'll see if we want to make it bigger. So annotation, model items, import into all the views, entire model. Hit OK. And then we have it. So let's move the 4.5 up. Yeah, let's move it down since it's on the bottom, since it's grabbing the bottom points. Move that down. Move this down. Line that up with the other one. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. And if I haven't shown this before, if you click, let's just zoom in a touch. If you grab this dot on the dimension line, it puts the arrowheads on the inside or the outside. Now, notice here, there's no lines, or there's barely a tiny line there, and maybe a line there. You want to make sure you have lines on the arrowheads, not just the arrowheads themselves. So I'm going to grab that, click that there. The other one looks fine. We'll leave that there. That's fine. And let's move it up just a touch, though. There we go. And there's those guys. Maybe I did need that top view so I could show those guys better. Okay, so let's do that. But we won't. We'll just add it back in. Drawing, projected view. And we'll click on the view, project it up. And there we have it. The only reason I want this is for the holes. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's move this down just a touch. We'll leave this one for that. So maybe the lesson here is that don't get rid of the views until you know everything that you want to do. All right, let's zoom in a touch. And let's go ahead and do annotation, smart dimension. Grab that inner part of the circle. 2 circles, there's 2 circles there. Okay. We'll go to the dimension text again, we'll hit enter, and we'll put the depth there. The depth is 0.25. Oops, I don't need to hit enter there. And that looks good. Oh, and let's put the 4 times in front. So there's 4 of these guys, 4x space. There we have it. Oh, we should make sure we put in the center lines. Now notice this edge. Oh, that's the edge here on top. Notice they are centered there, so we don't want to put a center line there, but let's put a center line the other places. Oops, too much. And I'm using my mouse, wheel as a mouse on my mouse. Wheel as a mouse button. So let's go ahead and go to sketch and make some center lines. So grab the center, move over here, or grab the endpoint, either way. And grab there. Oops, too many little things there. Right click and chain. Go to there, right click and chain. And then go from there to there, something like that. Right click and select. And there's my center lines to show that they're all lined up. We'll do smart dimension. That 0.5 is there already, so I'll just make sure I go from there to there. Half, that's okay. I'll go from here to there. Bring that out this way. That looks good. And I'll bring it from here to there. That looks good. And that is average. I don't know why that one didn't show us that it's driven. All right, let's move this guy out just a touch. Oh, that wasn't good. Just get rid of that dimension. Try one more time. Smart dimension. From there. Oops, no. Let's go smart dimension again. Hit escape a few times to get smart dimension. Let's go from that line to that line. 0.5. There we go. Yeah, we'll leave it there. It'll be fine. Okay, and I think that's everything. Looks good. The other thing we do, we might want to move this down here instead. Since there's plenty of real estate in this drawing, go ahead and drag this down here. It might make it a little bit more readable. Okay, so then all they have left to do, click on there, and right click on sheet format, edit sheet format, double click on the name, put my name in there, double click on the date, put the date in there, double click on my company name here, and then, I should have put design with Miyoshi. No, oh, that's okay. And then we'll put, double click, oh, it is. Hood of my semi, so semi hood. And then I'll click somewhere, right click, sheet format, edit sheet. It doesn't matter whether you zoom in or out or anything like that, but I'd like to show you real quick. There we go. There's my drawing. Save it up. Again, the drawing name is fine. Then I'll do save as, and we'll save this PDF. Save. There we have it. The hood of my semi. Nice and beautiful. The only thing I might do if I was doing a more advanced thing, I might make this guy come in instead of just be flat on this side, but that's for a different time. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Design with Miyoshi.